More than any other celebrity passing in recent memory, the loss of David Lynch hit me pretty viscerally, and that sentiment doesn't seem to be uncommon. The news has sent shockwaves through film and art communities on and offline, and hearteningly my feed has been flooded with tributes to the man and his work. And it bears repeating, Lynch was an insightful, funny, and likable figure. He was always unambiguously and unabashedly himself. He was known for being kind and loving to his closest collaborators and friends, introduced many to the benefits of transcendental meditation, and encouraged timeless values in and out of his work, such as creativity, friendship, tolerance, and appreciating the little things.
People who run a set on fear or a business on fear, I say, are really stupid. If you run their business on fear, people don't want to go the extra mile if necessary to help the company. They want to say, fuck you, man. You're all together on this planet trying to live a life, a good life. Why would you torture people? It's crazy.
And the catalog he left behind of dizzyingly surreal, daring, frightening, aesthetically gorgeous, and emotionally cathartic films, television, painting, music, and literature, well, we'll be studying and sinking into all of it for decades and decades to come. In that spirit, I'll be exploring Inland Empire from 2006 in this video, what is, now, sadly, his final feature film. Inland Empire follows an actress played by Laura Dern, who lands a promising role in a new film and finds her sense of self and reality slowly unraveling as she gets into character. Events that we think are real exchanges between characters turn out to be scenes or rehearsals. And frightening breakdowns and outbursts that we'd assume are scenes for the film turn out to be real. That's also just scratching the surface. Even in the context of Lynch's filmography, Inland Empire is fearlessly opaque. It's a transporting, dreamlike, unfiltered experience that invites you to plummet into the darkest recesses of the human subconscious. Now, I cannot explain this film and would not try to. I can't think of a greater insult to this man's legacy than trying to explain his final puzzle for us, especially when he abhorred being asked to do the same thing.
As soon as you finish a film, people want you to talk about it. And it's, the film is the talking, the film is the thing.
But I can talk about its innovative digital photography and its production style, and how both informed one of his most unique feeling and looking projects. I am working from the original transfer of the film here because it's the one I have the most familiarity with and affection for, and it best illustrates the points I hope to make about how Lynch uses digital artistically, including its limitations. The newer Criterion transfer, which he did work on and approve, definitely improves picture sharpness and clarity, but I think some of the saturation and lushness is gone from certain scenes, and it brings back that inherent coldness of digital cameras that Lynch managed to get around or spin to his advantage in the initial assembly. Also, the AI upscaling just looks straight up weird at times, I'm sorry. It does wacky shit with faces and turns eyeballs into whirling mush. However, you should still buy this Blu-ray if you're a fan, because the bonus features are absolutely fucking bananas, and this video would not exist without them. It includes the fabulous documentaries Lynch 1 and Lynch 2 by Black and White, which capture the man at work candidly and beautifully. Lynch's philosophy, especially with Inland Empire, was one of experimentation and discovery. The script was being written throughout the shoot. Initially, some scenes were conceived to be a short film, but later expanded and deepened. The production endured multiple hiatuses depending on actor availability and money working out, similar to Lynch's very first film, Eraserhead. In the documentary, Lynch himself compares the challenges, but also the purity and freedom of the approach on the two films, which I guess now gives them an intriguing bookending effect in his filmography. Though really Lynch's entire creative process was about discovery and rolling with the punches. On even the most well-financed and prepared set, there are usually a lot of punches.
What's that buzzing?
It's the lights.
Fuck. Drive you nuts.
Lynch not only accepted that, but embraced it. In Catching the Big Fish, which might as well be his manifesto on creativity, he describes his process as really being all about responding to problems, saying, "To me, every film, every project is an experiment. How do you translate this idea? How do you translate it so that it goes from an idea to a film or a chair? You've got this idea and you can see it and hear it and feel it and know it. Now let's say you start cutting a piece of wood and it's just not exactly right. That makes you think more so you can take off from that. You're now acting and reacting. So it's kind of an experiment to get it all to feel correct. When total bullshit hits, Lynch flows with it. My pants have a hole. Oh well, let's turn it into a painting project. Oh, this fucked up record sounds cool. Quick, let's record it. I like the way this building feels. Let's use it.
Maybe I do this.
No, I'll do it. It's more fun.
Lynch is also one of the legacy filmmakers that saw the advent of digital as an opportunity rather than an aberration. Don't get me wrong here, I love the textured, warm embrace of celluloid, and I'm glad filmmakers stood up for it and still shoot on it, despite all of the incentives not to. But digital is just another medium that can be striking, immersive, and gorgeous in the right artist's hands, particularly when said artist isn't just trying to copy the look of film. Lynch doesn't hide from digital's lower quality, he even acknowledges it.
I started shooting small things with DV for my website with the Sony PD-150 low-res DV. I fell in love with shooting with this small camera with automatic focus, with 40-minute takes, lightweight, seeing exactly what you get, smaller crew. It was so fantastic for me and for the scenes that I could never go back.
His short film Ballerina might as well be a concise thesis statement on all of this, wringing beauty from the digital camera's hazy, soft-focus imagery. It makes this obscuration compelling and intentional. There is a weightlessness and freedom to working with a small digital camera, and Lynch used that to the fullest in Inland Empire's guerrilla process. Shooting with the Sony PD-150 enabled Lynch himself to get right up in the actor's face, capturing these tiny details in performances and creating an intense, confrontational style of cinematography. He went so hog wild with this, he was even bumping into his actors.
And as we're starting to kiss, he's like on the lips, and we're like trying to come together in this moment, and we both start to go like this, and David's like, stop, why are you laughing? Stop smiling, this is a kiss. And I'm like, David, you're hitting us in the face with the microphone, because the mic was sticking out beyond the lens, and it was like, as the kiss was happening, we both kept feeling this microphone hitting us.
So really, the camera and the film's reliance on the digital format married perfectly with Lynch's artistic and directorial sensibilities at this stage in his career: experimentation and discovery. Out of all the BTS shot on this film, he is most endearingly excited when he stumbles across something with potential for creative expression. He saw the internet this way too before many of us did, and famously decided to forego any conventional marketing for the film to sit on Hollywood Boulevard with a cow and a placard for Laura Dern. He believed, correctly, that someone would come by, film him, interview him, and put it online.
If you want to see the greatest performance of 2006, check out Laura Dern's performance in Inland Empire.
Next to the rigidity and preciousness of most film productions, especially today, Lynch's approach on Inland Empire from scripting to distribution feels magical to watch. I think that's part of why so many moments from black and white docs have become meme staples. You really can just pick up a camera and do it. And you can use modern tools and technology artistically and innovatively. I do hope Lynch's magical hold over the algorithm continues for a while, but even once it fizzles, this film and its making of story will still be a guerrilla film school for anyone who needs it.